Good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk. Let me remind you of a girl in 2012 who had taken a public bus around this time in Delhi's Saket with her boyfriend. They both took this bus from Saket for their house. Little did she know that this traveling would be her last travel. Little did she know that the bus would take her to the destiny of death. Little did she know that within a few hours she would become a sensation, a name. Yes, I am talking of Jyoti Singh Pandey, the girl who was brutally gang raped on the running bus on 16 December 2012. Well, many of you may not be familiar with the name Jyoti Singh Pandey because media, my own fraternity, decided to call her by various names because of marketing the story. Some decided to call her Nirbhaya, some Damini, some Daily Braveheart. Jyoti Singh Pandey was a bright student of paramedics, hailing from a downtrodden family. I'm not going into the case or the antecedents or the story because we all are aware of the story. The reason for me doing this live today is because 2012 to 2018, and I know endless years will pass. Nothing will change except big talks, convictions. If you remember in 2012 when this incident had taken place, entire country had come on the streets. I salute the sentiments. But where are those people? They disappeared in the thin air. Where are the protesters? Has rape, molestation, eve-teasing, stalking stopped? On the contrary, they have increased. Yes, they have increased from 2012. We heard politicians taking big convictions. We saw new rape law being formulated. We saw parliamentarians, I won't be naming them, but some of the parliamentarians were sobbing in the House when the Parliament met after the incident. One of the Chief Minister couldn't stop herself and wrote down a poem I have nothing against these emotions or these sentiments, provided they had some impact. But unfortunately, nothing has taken place. Still today, girls are being gang raped, they are being molested, they are being eve teased, they are being stalked. I don't know, but I have a gut feeling that if Jyoti Singh Pandey, for argument's sake, if Jyoti Singh Pandey was just a subject, then why people in this country couldn't take a vow that whenever such things will take place, they will come in the open, not with a candle in their hand, but with sticks, hockey sticks, nunchucks, at least join hands together and protest. Believe me, if there is a community protest, then these criminals, these offenders would not dare to even stare at the women, because, as I always say, most of them are paper tigers. You need to protest. And I can say this from my own experiences. Also, as I have always said, there needs to be a stringent punishment which is missing. A punishment that would infuse fear factor, so that these offenders, these filths of the society would think twice, thrice, quadruple times before even staring at a girl with a dirty intention. But that's missing, because government has done nothing but speaking big and making big convictions. Time is to act, to take stringent punishment, because only stringent punishment, and I have no hesitation, I have always been saying, punishment, something like Bobbitt's law. And once again, I have always mentioned this on this day, when I was doing live for my office, and even now when I am talking to you, I would like to refer to a girl. I don't remember her name now. But this girl, because 2012 was the time we all were posting, we all were reacting, we all were protesting through our posts, through our stories. And this girl had messaged me in private and he said, Pallabda, I feel, she said, and I quote, I have no hesitation in taking unparliamentary languages here. She said that, Pallabda, I thank you for raising this topic and being so vocal on this. I feel these bastards, quote unquote, should be given overdose of Viagra so that they get erection and then chop off their organ in public. I told her, come and write this in open, because I salute you. I respect you for saying this. This is a statement of a girl who I am sure has faced such filths. Otherwise this anger wouldn't have come out. This is not a general anger. I have quoted this instance many times, so many of you who are listening may say, oh come on, you are talking this every time. Yes, I always quote this girl. Unfortunately, I don't remember her name. I salute her. I respect her. I wish many, like this girl, comes in open and takes the plunge to say this, yes, Bobbitt's law is the ultimate for these filths. And believe me, if a couple of offenders faces Bobbitt's law, then I am sure these offenses will decrease. I know many argue, many have told me that, oh come on, such things will not stop. This is psychological, this is biological. But if fear factor is infused, then many of these crimes will subside. And believe me, the call of the hour is such stringent punishment which is missing. Once again, my tributes to Jyoti Singh Pandey, who lost her life because of these filths, who were so full of carnal desire that they didn't even hesitate to spoil this young girl's life, who was taken to Mount Elizabeth in Singapore after a few days, and she succumbed to her injuries. And before summing up, this is my request to my own fraternity. Please, guys and girls, don't say it's an anniversary. It's not an anniversary. Don't call this a Nirbhaya anniversary. Or don't call this an episode. Don't make it a story.